post-mortem for episode 24. So we've just seen Martin's car comprehensively beaten in terms of miles per gallon. So why is this?
I have one theory on this.
Go on.
And it's called weight.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say a few theories. One, I was going to say weight because mine's probably carrying a lot around with equipment and stuff.
There is that, and there's also the other problem. Now, bear in mind, I've checked this up. Yours is actually rated at, it should be rated at 89 horsepower.
Right.
The 79 was for the non-twin port cars.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And yours is rated at 90 horsepower.
It is.
Now, yours will have lost a few from the stables as it's got older.
Yeah.
But even so, it's still going to be around about the same power. And when you put it into eco mode, you will have a bit of a power loss.
Yeah,
because the
that's
turbo
true.
kicks in.
One
later
reason why I always
that.
like it in eco mode.
So, what we've got is a situation where engine technology seems to have gone backwards. You've got 3 cylinders, you've got 4, yours is a 1 litre, yours is 1.2, and yours is comprehensively beaten.
Well, in a way, in Martin's defence, he's got the same sort of power with a cylinder less, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
So,
yeah, I mean,
that's down to the turbo.
I mean,
as
when
well.
you think about it, you could split hairs all day long here, but the 1.5 litre ST still again a 3-cylinder, and what they've got out of that is amazing.
It's incredible, yeah.
And no doubt, I reckon the fuel economy will be a lot better as well. This is a silly thing.
Well, one of the things not in your favour is power, because we live in a hilly area.
This is it.
And when you need that extra bit, it's not going to be there.
It's not got it, no.
Now,
But it's always
and
got
it's
to carry its
even
weight
more
around.
comprehensive, more of a problem because, yeah, you, as you said, heavier car. You've got more safety equipment, you've got far more electronics. Yes, okay, you've got a lighter engine, but
I don't think it will balance out.
It cancels itself out. And this is the thing, weight is the biggest killer of any car.
it is.
It blunts MPG, it blunts performance, it blunts handling.
Yeah.
So you see, going back to this comment, probably started all this.
Yeah, I mean, Roy Cousins, I've just brought it up here.
The chap's got the higher CC
He's
engine
got
out of the litre, isn't it?
125 PS with the most expensive paint as well, as it mentioned here. It does around 44 miles per gallon in eco mode, in mostly suburban London traffic.
Right.
Now, to be fair to London, mostly suburban traffic around there is generally on the flat.
On the flat, yeah, I was going to
compared
say.
to what we
True.
have here.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
you know, if you're very careful and look at the outside scenery, we're going up hill, down dale. We're
Which
going
is
all
very,
over the
very
place.
hilly area where we are.
But I do believe the greater CC, the difference will show. It would be interesting if anyone's got one in the 140 out of the litre engine. What are they getting?
Yeah, especially around this sort of terrain.
Yeah,
as well.
and if they haven't even tried it, have a go and
Yeah.
give us a comment because we'd love to know.
It'd be a really good comparison. So we've got figures from the base horsepower, the 125 now, and so we could get one from the 140 rate horsepower.
Now you see, out of this, I've always said this is one reason why I want to try and upgrade my Fiesta to the Fiesta ST, because I feel like I'm paying Fiesta ST money for a 1 litre.
Yeah.
It's on the same tyres. Fuel economy, as it's shown, is not brilliant. I may as well have the fun and be paying them sorts of money out.
And I don't think you'll find it hardly any different in terms of MPG.
Well, I know the
Actually,
MPG are
very
better.
less, because if you've got that extra power there, especially if you're in a hilly area, you don't need to put your foot down as far.
This is
to
the
go
thing.
uphill.
This is the thing that people do forget is sometimes having a slightly bigger engine car is actually not going to make a difference because it's not as stressed. It doesn't happen to work as hard.
Not always. And there is going to be one factor in all of this, and everybody that drives, and it will make a slight percentage, driving style.
Yeah.
Because everybody drives, let's say, sometimes not as efficient as they possibly can.
Yeah, because and one thing I'd probably have loved to have done, and I don't know if Martin would have dared though, is have Craig drive Martin's car around that same course, and Martin drive Craig's car around that same course. But there is a slight problem with doing that anyway at the moment, because Martin's Fiesta has metamorphosized into a bug-eyed frog.
Go on, Martin.
We're not going to say a lot on this, but at the moment I've got a courtesy car.
Yeah, Martin has a courtesy car, and once everything's sorted out, we can go into the details, but right now we can't.
Actually, the next details might be you may see a Fiesta ST. If it suddenly changes into a different colour with different wheels and all that, you know what happened.
Yeah. But there's a possibility of things there. But we will go into it at some point. We just can't do right at the minute. But let's just say
we're on the here and now.
We're on the here and now. But it's something we'd love to do, but we can't at the moment.
Is it worth totting up these scores, Malcolm, do you think?
I think yours has actually just comprehensively broken all the scores anyway.
I think that final MPG thing has just blown the whole chart off the wall, really.
Is it worth putting into a figure?
Yeah, I suppose we should have done all that at the end, but
I think really is the outcome of this is I've lost.
If we are going to go pure Top Gear style.
40.1
That's the killer.
is 69.1 at the end of that.
For the Corsa.
And the Fiesta ended up with...
I can see already, I'm not going to touch that.
Because I did actually have the safety in there as well.
Yes.
I was actually trying to skew it a little bit more so you actually had a chance.
I'm intrigued at your score there, Martin.
I wouldn't say intrigued, I'd say shocked. With new against old, you just expect everything to be better, don't you?
You do, everything.
You turn a blind eye to it, you think safety's going to be better, speed's going to be better, engine's going to be better, comfort, everything, but it's not always the case.
Yeah, your grand total was 67.7.
Actually, that is a shock.
So
because that seems a bit close. When you see the figures across the board, and then you think, oh no, I've really lost out here. But when you see...
It's not as big a gap as this, but when it comes to things like that, people, one of the things that's obviously key now, especially with emissions, is miles per gallon, your fuel economy and things like that. People are keen to have something that's quite good. And when you're looking at a 14-year-old car that comprehensively smashes it, it's like, well, have we actually moved that far forward in engineering?
I don't think we have in things, especially for MPG.
Now, bear in mind, we've been sat on this particular thing. It was literally... The week between, the week after, that would be, so the week between filming your interior and that miles per gallon test, a story came through in The Guardian basically saying that modern engines emit more CO2 than older engines.
There you go.
And the worst thing is, that kind of seems to bear it out. So, what's actually going on?
The test I would have loved to have done, if I still had the car, would have been my 17-year-old Puma against the Corsa.
The problem we've got, now this is one of the reasons why the 75 didn't get involved, not because the 75 would lose, or it probably would, but never mind.
It's similar class of car,
the problem is, similar class of car.
Well, the front mine with a 1.4 engine in the Puma.
But the thing is, what comes out of the onboard diagnostics port, because it feeds that information about your miles per gallon, your average, through your cars. It was a surprise for me when I found that out in the Corsa, because the one we've got at home is the same age as my Road 75. So it doesn't give that information, so it can't actually do that without going right into the science of it and working it out. And it's like, I really can't do that. But because both your cars do, we had this brilliant opportunity to try two cars of a similar level in their product range at the time.
Just the age,
So given the result of the MPG, you can see why now the episode kind of metamorphosised into what it was. Because we were kind of wanted to see what other surprises might crop up.
But the great thing is as well, we did actually find, we've actually now got something already in the bag for episode 25.
We have.
So that will be coming up at some point in episode 25. But it was interesting to sort of bring it all together, and
so what we've got then basically is a completely useless result. That if you want an efficient small car, buy a 14-year-old Corsa.
Now don't forget, I know it sounds like I'm defending my Fiesta again, but I got this Fiesta to see what the new Fiesta was all about, because if I didn't like it, if I thought it's not as good as the old ones or this or whatever, well, no. The car as a whole is brilliant, but I wanted to see what the new Fiesta was like. I didn't want to be going straight to the dealerships, ordering an ST, waiting my turn and all that, getting it with all the bells and whistles, and thinking, this is an awful bag of crap, basically. And thinking, but I'm saddled with a very expensive, more sort of a car. So I went for the ST line. I thought I can have it looking like it slightly, but without. I thought then the running costs.
Yeah.
But no, I should have just gone and got an ST. Because I love the Fiesta as a whole. The way this new car is great. Should have just thought, pick it, get the ST.
Yeah.
Looking at them, it's just said, you may as well have done.
True, and the other thing is as well, I mean, the difference isn't, I mean, as it turns out, when we've added everything up, the difference isn't massive, but the one thing that
But the
people-
differences are there.
the
That's
differences
the
are
thing.
there, yeah. And the thing is as well, compared to the actual gap in the car's production as well, I did not expect it to happen.
I certainly did.
No.
The fact is, when I wasn't using eco mode and I put it in, and Malcolm will point it out straight away, this is different, this is, look at how this is changing.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm going to romp home in this, as I should, with a new car.
And then I phoned you up.
And then when I was parked up waiting for these guys to do their run on the way back, they decided to phone me, and I wish a million times I had a camera pointed at my face when I took that call. Because people will watch that footage forever and a day laughing their heads off, because my expression after they ended the call was priceless. It really was a moment to behold, and it wasn't caught on camera.
But like Martin says, you expect a
And
new
this is the
car
thing,
to be
probably
better at
with
everything.
The expression on my face said it all, because I was so geared up, pardon the pun, but I was so geared up to expect the result all in my favour, and I was going to be jumping for joy and saying, well, you see, I told you, look how progress.
To be fair, there are certain areas where it is quite heavily in your favour, like safety equipment.
Well, you'd expect
And
them, though, with maybe
features.
any car against
Yeah.
it.
And overall value.
Yeah.
Now, if we actually put the overall value in terms of what you actually paid for the car and what you've paid so far for the
yeah.
car, it would be completely skewed in
Yeah.
the opposite direction.
But the thing is, there's certain ones you expect straight away. You think, well, it's a brand new car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
all that
can't
time difference.
compare the value on what I paid for it today, then we have to compare it with what it
There's
would
all
cost
that
new.
time difference between both, even Vauxhall as a whole against Ford, how they're all churning the cars out, and you'd expect everything more modern and features and all sorts of things. You'd expect that for what you buy. But the MPG just blow it all out of the water.
It does open your eyes a bit, doesn't it? Like you say, you expect everything to be better. Not just safety equipment or comfort. You
The one
expect
thing I'll say
as
though,
well.
and the one thing that we've got to kind of point out as well, very quickly, is right at the beginning when you're in the lower gears going up the hill, because as we were going up the hill, your car wasn't actually doing that much better. In fact, it was a little bit less. It was more comparable to Martin's original run when he did the 27.9.
Now you see, also,
but wait, it was as you got into the higher gears. Now, bear in mind, yours is a 6-speed gearbox as well.
Yeah.
Now, and yours is a 5. When you got into the higher gears and you were getting into because you got the initial inertia out the way, you were going up the hill, you were able to go up the hill in the higher gears.
Yeah.
Suddenly, it flipped. And by the time we got to the top of the road where we were turning onto Blackmore Foot, it's like, this is becoming quite interesting.
Now you see, I was just going to say, the fact mine's a 6-speed gearbox and all that, great. You can floor this Fiesta about all over the place, and it can shift for a 1 litre engine of the lowest CC side. It shifts. I've overtaken wagons going up hill rates, and I've only had to drop load it off, as if it's a really powerful car.
If you were having
doing that, my average miles to gallon drops.
But the thing
this is why I think I've got a rubbish score.
If you couldn't do that anyway, it would be a completely rubbish car.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I think it's sort of, the engine's good enough, but it's actually punishing itself for its miles to gallon, because it gives you the capability to do that.
If you'd have had the 125, then you would have had a far better miles per gallon.
As this kind of proven, as they say,
I reckon it's reverse psychology, isn't it? You find the less powerful one, you're going to get more fuel economy, but it's not the case.
It's not always the case,
It's not always the case that less is more. Sometimes more is less.
I would like to point out something at this point, though, as well. That is not going to help Martin's mood.
I can tell that he's smirking before he says it.
Since that was filmed, I've had all 4 tyres replaced on the car.
In fact, you've had it serviced as well since.
We have had it serviced. We've also had the tracking done, which was way out.
Yeah, mine's way out.
And
when the tyres were replaced, all of them, which I didn't realise at the time when we filmed it, we realised that one of the tyres on the front was also the wrong size.
So
which would have been helping the miles per gallon. So had it been filmed now, that
With
40
new tyres
miles
on
per
it,
gallon
I
might
think,
have
yeah.
been.
I reckon you've had I reckon you've had a 42.0 or something like that.
So it managed to do a better MPG with the wrong size tyres.
Wrong size tyres tracking out and all.
and no servicing had been done on it either.
And if you'd seen the crud that had come out of the engine when we serviced it,
You'll get to see it in 25, don't worry.
So yeah, it just shows.
just to rub it in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they haven't just stuck the knife in, they've twisted it, and then stuck another one in as well, haven't they? But yeah, it's a massive, massive surprise.
Well, that's the post-mortem there. Yeah, I definitely think
I still love my car.
Yeah, I definitely think you would have had a better result with a 125.
Or a 140.
I'm not sure about the 140 though. Because
No, I still think it'd been better than the 1 litre C99cc or whatever you want to call it. But, as I said this to Craig when we were doing the 1 year review, if you were going to go for one, I think the 125, as this chap mentioned, is the middle of the road one to go for lots of ways now.
I think the 140, especially in the 1 litre engine, will actually push the miles per gallon back down again. I think the 125 is a sweet spot,
sort of up and down
especially
thing,
in these areas, the kind of terrain we're driving.
So basically,
into
Ford has got it with one engine that they know out of the three is going to give the best for that engine. And we
do you know why I think do you know why I think they sold the version that you had? It's literally purely to give it a slightly lower list price.
Yeah.
Well, it is, but also
there's no other benefit to it.
We do know to get one of these ST lines, like let's say some young ones who want an ST but
And
can't have insurance,
yeah,
they can get a lower insurance premium.
That's the only reason they've done it. That's the only reason they've done it.
And with that, we'll see you in 25.
We will.
I can't believe we're going to be nearly at 25, guys.
Some car related stuff as
Quarter
well.
of a century.
Yes, it will be.
My 15th episode.
It is 15th, right, Malcolm, right from
25th,
the start. Yeah. Right from the
I
start.
feel old. Barring any self-isolation from the virus.
Do you know, I'm going to mention, I'm surprised we managed to get this episode together in the time we have.
So much has gone wrong.
Because
yeah, but I thought
the people in this country will understand, but for only overseas viewers, the weather in the last few weeks has been, even by our standards, has been absolutely horrific.
But the thing is, I thought you were going to say, I'm surprised we got this episode done because
we can't buy toilet
of the coronavirus.
No, I'm not mentioning that. I'm not mentioning that.
No, we don't want to get any
coronavirus
bandwagon to do it.
No.
If we ever do have to self-isolate, we're all going to have a camera apiece, and we'll do you a little video.
But yes, the filming did get put back a couple of weeks because there were a couple of weeks where we just couldn't do anything.
No, there's been all sorts of little things. But as always, we've
got it together for your viewing pleasure.
Just in time.
So I think on that outstanding figures there,
I'd say bombshell.
I think we better leave you. You'll be able to see all these figures anyway and make your own decisions. And if you have anything similar or different, or you'd like to comment
please
on
let us know. We'll
give us
some
as
really
much
good
feedback as
comments.
possible on this.
Actually, haven't we? We're getting some
We've
really
some
good
really
comments.
comments recently.
So please keep them coming in, especially about anything MPG related.
I think we better go before I start
get
getting
50 out of my Corsa.
I'm gonna in a minute leg it before Martin beats me up. So on that note, we'll see you in 25. Guys.
You will certainly see us then.
See you then.
Ta-da.
Bye.